Hello again. Welcome back to my channel. Alan retired in the Philippines. Today's topic is Philippines and United States relationships. I want to give you an important update, which I found out it's a big relief on my part. First of all, before I continue, I've been having questions. Why do I make my videos in a car? Let me explain this real quick, then I'll get back on topic. To answer your questions, I'm married to a Filipina, a beautiful one at that, beautiful wife, fantastic, which is another topic. Anyhow, as you heard, they're very family orientated. And I'm 70, she's 68. She loves coming here to her kids' house. They have kids, and she loves coming here to help clean house because they work hard, and with school, and she does laundry and this and that. So this is the best time for me to make videos away from the house because there's like music and kids talking and playing, and it's just more quiet here. So that's why I make videos in my car at the time. Okay, to continue. Before I came here, as I said in other videos, I did tons of research for weeks and months and years to learn everything I could about the Philippines. And so I can enjoy my remaining years. Before I come here, Biden was president, and he said he had an ironclad agreement with the Philippines. They'll help protect this small country because they had a defense treaty since after World War II. Actually, I should make a disclaimer before I go any farther. This is not a political video, and I'm not talking up the Democrats or down, or the Republicans. I'm not talking them up or down. I'm just telling you just the way it is before I came here and while I'm here. Anyhow, I heard about China expanding their territory in the South China Sea and everything, and they're building artificial islands. And I figured, yeah, whatever. That don't concern me too much. But I had everything all in order, all my paperwork, my Social Security, and this and that and everything. So I came here and got married, and living my dream on top of the world. I've never been so happy in my life. As time went on, I stayed away from politics and the local news. I used to be a news junkie and watch both parties bicker about this and that. I don't know. I'm just tired of all the political crap and divide. And other bloggers saying, when you move here to the Philippines, leave all that crap home. We don't need it here. I said, yeah, I agree. I don't want no more of that. I want to concentrate on having a good life while I'm here. But anyhow, one time, like in my past two videos, I mentioned my concern about Social Security. What happened was, my wife was making dinner, and we watch the news every night, and it's in her language. And she heard something about Social Security back in the States, and I was surprised, that was on the news here in the Philippines. And she knows that's my sole income, so she started asking me about it. I said, I don't know. Why would they be talking about it here in the Philippines? So what happened was when Trump became president, I did follow the elections, and Trump promised that he wasn't going to touch Social Security or do this and not going to do that. And I said, okay, whatever. Whoever's president is fine. I just hope everything goes fine for all the voters back there. I should have voted, but I didn't. I didn't want to be responsible if anything goes wrong. But anyhow, I found out that they're causing problems on Social Security. I don't know if it's good or bad or what. It's like I said, that's all in my past video. But I finally got through the embassy and got everything done that I have to worry about. I don't. My Social Security is going to be good for many years to come. So sit back and relax now. But in the meantime, before all this, Social Security, China, there's a lot of aggression against the Philippines, trying to take their islands and their territory, and because of the gas and oil and all this stuff, you know. So that was a main concern when I first got here in the Philippines, because the history of the Philippines is amazing. How different countries like Japan and Spain and all of them, you know, been taking over the Philippines, and I'm just really concerned about that. Then when Trump got elected, uh, again, you know, he talked about pulling out of NATO, and he's not that willing to help smaller countries. He temporarily pulled out of Ukraine and this, that, and I'm there thinking, well, my God, I hope Trump that doesn't do that to the Philippines, because China's a big country. The Philippines is small. They can't fight against a big country. But there's other countries joining together that are in the same boat to be stronger, like Japan, Australia, South Korea. You know, China's trying to take over a lot of territory in that 9-dash line, and I had no idea what Trump was going to do. So I had two worries there, two big concerns, you know, about the security of the Philippines, and worried about my Social Security. I don't know what they're going to do next on that. That's a pretty scary situation. But anyhow, just the other day, Pete or I forgot his name, something sets. Pete there, the military defense, the head guy, he comes here to the Philippines just the other day, and I found out that the Trump administration are going to honor, you know, the defense treaty, and even help build up the Philippines for foreign aggression. I go, all right, that's a big relief. So like I said, I got my Social Security squared away, you know, with all the upcoming changes, and then that was good news that I hear the Trump administration is going to continue help with the Philippines, and increase our military and continue building the bases here. And so now I can take a deep breath and start enjoying life again, because I didn't come here to freaking worry over politics and all these other countries and worry about my Social Security. Like I said before, you know, I want to live my remaining years the best way I know how. You know, my wife and I built a cute little house, and you know, we're up there in age. You know, the plan of retirement is supposed to be your golden years, to enjoy every day. You know, take nothing for granted. Just want to live a comfortable life in peace. You know, I don't want this channel to turn into a political issue, but you know, basically my channel is about retirement in the Philippines. You know, give you some tips, what it's like, you know, how beautiful this country is and the people are, and give you some tips about visas and the culture and things like that. And I don't want to talk politics, but I kind of got forced into the issue. You know, I call them world affairs, you know, which I consider different than politics. But I don't want to make any more future videos like this. But the updates are important on all the changes on world affairs with other countries and Social Security. That all involves us, if you like politics or not, you know. Come to find out, in my last video, I told you that there's changes come March 31st on Social Security, but now they made more changes again, so I guess the next date that they'll announce all the new rules will be April 14th. But I'm not going to do the video on that. I just suggest to go on YouTube or other places to get updates. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want my channel to go into that area. You know, I just want to show what the Philippines is like and the culture and how wonderful the women are here, and married life is beautiful if you pick the right one. It's just living my dream, you know, and I hope that you will too. Um, Before you come out here and retire, and you know, okay, I'll just end this now, and I'll make better videos. But I just thought it was important to give you the updates and what's going on here if you're planning on to retire here in the Philippines. Y'all stay safe, have a good one, and I hope everything gets better. We're living in scary times. Okay, bye-bye.